9:36. I don't know if we can see that. It is the 6th of October, and it's Tennessee, and it's warm. I've got an I dropped off my load of steel coils. No, it was uneventful. I'm now at a Lowe's distribution center, from what I understand. There are a lot of Maverick trucks here, and I don't know if what they're doing, but they had me drop my trailer right there at the entrance, and they took it. They're going to go load it, and then I go from there. So, and I'm traveling to, and this is the interesting part, I'm going to Jasper, Indiana. It's not very far. Let's see if I can catch this. Boy, he's driving slow. They're doing repairs on trailers here. My work assignment is telling me to, let's see. I have a delivery date of today with an appointment of between 8 and 9 o'clock at night. I started my day.
Home. Messaging. You have 4 hours.
Yeah, I know what I got. I started my day like at 5:45, so 14 hours later we'll put it at 7:45. That's the end of my 14-hour clock. And the 14-hour clock is just there to allow you to accomplish your 11-hour driving time. If I'm not driving, I can continue working as long as I'm not driving. And then once I have a 10-hour break, then everything resets. The difficult thing is this place, according to my message, if I can press the right buttons, there is no parking. At least that's what it says on here. I'm taking it to a Lowe's, or I'm sorry, a Home Depot in Jasper, Indiana, and overnight parking they have marked as no. So let's say I get there, and I'm going to get there early because it's only a couple hundred miles away. Then we go talk to this. I just talked to those gentlemen. They let me know that there is where the restrooms, drink machines, and snack machines are down by the office. And they said it'll take about 30 minutes to an hour. Once it's loaded, they'll bring the trailer out here, to which I can tarp and attach my truck to. And I think there's a row of trucks waiting to be unloaded here. See, one of my biggest blind spots are my mirrors. So if I'm trying to see traffic on the other side of my mirrors, you know, that's what I have to do a lot of back and forth. Anyway, my load is... it's only 221 miles from here to Jasper, Indiana. So since this is a less than 300 mile load, which I don't mind, you get the less than 300 mile load pay. And I don't remember what that is. But if you get a load less than 300 miles, they pay you more for that particular load. I guess the one downside of today is how much have I driven? I'm going to go 221 miles. And what have I driven already today? I've driven 102 miles already today. So, see, without knowing, you know, so technically I'm going to go 224 miles as, you know, according to the numbers. But I'm going to get paid more than what those numbers are because of the short mile load. I'll have to do some research to find out what that is. Last week I did over 3,000 miles of driving that I was getting paid for, and this week will probably be a little bit less because I started on Monday. But I like starting on Mondays. The thing that'll be interesting and exciting is to see if I have to wait until 8 o'clock to be unloaded, or if they're going to unload me early, especially since I can't park there. So here's the dilemma. If they wait until 8 o'clock, let's say and I have to look this up, if Jasper, Indiana is in Eastern time. And that means I have until 8:45 to get unloaded. There's an office down here at the end. Yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Well, it is 11 something, 11:23. I pulled off of the facility because I was in the middle of 500 things while so I was getting ready to leave. And here, let me show you. My load says I have to be tarped. Now this is a Home Depot facility and I'm delivering to Home Depot and they said I don't have to tarp. So just like that truck is leaving here with not being tarped from my company. The gentleman that worked here and worked with the office shippers for Home Depot stated that I do not have to tarp. So when I send in my empty call, I let them know if I tarp or if I don't tarp. And I said I did not tarp, and I explained that they told me that. And then my fleet manager called, or I saw a bunch of messages come across, hold on. And they says, well, you got to get a signature in order to say that I didn't have to tarp. And so I went to go talk to them, and they said, no, we don't sign that stuff. If you want to tarp it, you can go ahead, but nobody tarps out of here. We're not tarping any loads right now. If your company wants to make you tarp your one load, because you'll be the only person that tarps today, you can go ahead and do that. So I sent that message in on the Omnitracks, because I like to have things documented. And if they reply back that I need to, I was planning on tarping this load anyway, so it's not that it's a new thing. But if it's not necessary, but I'll tarp. I'm just waiting to hear what the final word is going to be from Maverick. And now I'm pulled out on the side of the road here, you can see, and then I'll bust out my lumber tarps and heave home on top of this load and tarp away. We'll see what happens. You'll know when I get there, because I'm sure I'll talk about it. Okay, it's now 5:13. I first attempted to record this at 5:07, but apparently I didn't hit the record button. That's how I roll, I just got to keep it mixed up. Got to keep people guessing, including myself. If you can see the load in the mirror, I did not have. They worked it out. I didn't have to tarp it, but that's what I carried. It's a bunch of lumber products, plywood, particle board, 2x4s, and a little bit of plastic pipe. And traveled my 222 miles, and I got here just a little bit ago. They're going to unload me now, so I don't have to wait until 8 o'clock, which is what I expected for this type of facility. I've already got a pre-plan for a new load assignment I'm picking up in Where am I picking up? Jeffersonville, Indiana. Picking up a coil and taking it to Hartford, South Dakota. Oh, hold on. So I've an individual that works here came and picked up my paperwork, and they are going to unload me now. So anyway, I've got 900 miles for this next load to Hartford, South Dakota, and it's set up to deliver either the 7th or the 8th with open appointment times, which is the way I like it, because it means I can just travel as efficiently as I can without having to stress about the arrival time. Because often, that when you have to sit there and plan out your exact arrival time, then I have to recategorize stops, fuel stops, where I'm going to stay the night. So this makes it completely easygoing type of trip. I get to travel down the road and see the sights on my way to South Dakota. Though I do have to travel through Indiana, which is where I'm at right now. It's an interesting state when your company provides you a thoughtful warning prior to ever getting close to or entering the state of Indiana. It's got to be, I don't have anything good to say about it.